Faceless Void. Bounty Hunter.
Welcome back, Dota 2 fans. TS5 DC Fnatic talked about Faceless Void being one of the hotly contested pickups, and DC are going to go for it in the first phase here. And the Fnatic are going to get their IO, which is actually very surprising to slip through the pool. But DC kind of prioritizing that early roam, banning the Rookie, picking up the BH for themselves. What are your thoughts on Bounty Hunter, guys? I mean, against the Wisp, certainly going to be nice here with a little bit of extra burst, but in general, this hero's fallen out of favor quite a bit.
It really has. I think kind of because of the fact that Ricky is just seen as, I guess in the pro scene, as a better option.
Mm-hmm.
But as you said, when it's taken away, obviously they took it away themselves because they're worried about Fnatic picking it like they did first game. They go for the next best, which is still Bounty Hunter. And even though he did kind of receive a series of nerfs over the previous patches,
yeah,
there's certainly still a place for him. And if you do get ahead, the track gold, even though it's been nerfed down a little bit, it's still good. It's still going to give you that edge that the other team just won't have.
Like, would you rather have a 65 mana cost invis or a 0 mana cost invis? It's like, yeah, I think I'll take the no mana cost.
I mean, that's pretty much exactly what the pro players say as well. They're like,
Yeah.
dude, he has free invis, Ricky. He's OP.
Yeah.
And I know it's a joke on the internet. People are like, oh, he's OP because he's invis all the time. But that's literally what the players say. They're like, dude, he is invis all the time. And it's good.
He's OP because he can lay wards while invis.
Yeah.
That's,
Yes.
I've seen so many Rikis like drop wards behind towers in the middle of a team fight, and the other team's none the wiser.
Yeah.
Like Bounty Hunter cannot do that.
That was only a few patches ago
That he could use items whilst he was invis, yeah.
Yeah.
Dag
That
on
is
Ricky.
the most OP
Yes,
part
let's
about
go.
Riki.
All right, so
Alright,
DC, this is
Bounty.
yeah, yeah. This is really. I was just going to say this is a pretty, I don't know, vulnerable support duo early on, but Void Phoenix is something they've favored for.
Oh yeah,
months and months
that
and
is the
months.
combo. A lot of teams love that. I mean that was across the board. Everyone was doing Phoenix Void as their opening for a period. So they have got that. But as you said, just a bit lacking with the fact that it's a Bounty Hunter Phoenix combination, which
I
is going
think
to be interesting.
Saxa usually plays both of these heroes too.
Yeah, and then there's no Weevoker in the pool, so there's no global presence to commit on top of the BH or the Void just yet for DC.
There's
which
always Death Prophet though.
Yeah, true. There was a DP nerf. What do you feel about that? I feel like it was a bit unnecessary.
It was what, touchdown on the
That's
siphon?
necessary.
You
Wasn't
think
it?
so?
Yeah,
I think so.
they're a DP. Bring back, make mid lane great again.
Yeah.
Bring back SF. Bring back, bring back.
But DP's such
Quap,
a
Quap. Yeah, that's another shitty mid hero that needs to be buffed.
Quap and SF. They're a lot of fun
Yep.
to watch.
I think after the first nerf,
We
DP
need-
was in a good place, but
We
DP's
need to
fine
make
now.
mid great
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
they already have the IO on top of the Faceless Void to relocate out any of the targets inside the Chronosphere, so I feel like Fnatic have some pretty good ways to deal with the DC opening thus far. They've been running a lot of IO Ember Spirit with mid one, but not the greatest matchup here, although the support duo has a pretty glaring lack of lockdown, so I feel like Ember Spirit is definitely a possibility.
I think
Fnatic.
they might be looking at DP. I think if they take DP now,
They
like,
might take DP.
DC are not in a good spot.
They're not going to do the Bristol Iron.
I think they could, but I think DP is stronger because it takes away.
They normally put a high on the bat too. They don't do much bat mid.
I think the silence is also really good versus the Void and the Phoenix.
I mean,
'cause they don't have
are we saying kind of absolutely blanket there's no way DC don't ever do anything funky with like Moo playing Phoenix offlane and then Resolution Void. That's not. It's
Resolution
just,
Void.
What happened to Phoenix offlane? Is it just? Why did it fall so hard? Because there was a point where teams were. That's where he was put.
The damage of all his spells has
That was
received
the
a
real
lot of nerfs.
Not the best item.
Also, yeah, and that's the other thing.
Yeah.
That was back when heroes, your offlane actually had to go to the offlane, and
Yeah.
Phoenix with dive had an escape, so the hero was one of the better offlane options to just leech XP, never get farm. But nowadays, offlanes have to get farm. Phoenix doesn't use farm well.
I like this though. They do go with the Bristle Eye. I mean, the Bristle Venge Bat Eye. This is Fnatic. This is something that they're so comfortable with. And you know, DC. You look at their lineup, and I say to myself, Ben, how do you kill the Bristleback that's being supported by an Aya?
I think you kite him with the Void. The Void, the dilation.
Yeah.
So you're looking for the kite, and you're looking to kill the team around him.
Yeah, because I think dilation is one of the best spells versus Bristleback.
That's true. That's true.
You can actually just ignore him if he doesn't have too many Warpath decks.
Yeah, and I guess he's really not a hero that wants to build anything like a BKB or a Manta Bristle.
No.
He does not want to be forced into that situation.
I've seen early Lotus though.
Okay.
To deal with.
To
Yeah,
take
it's
it off.
pretty big uptime, right? To purge off the time dilation. But it doesn't feel like they care about Chrono at all for Fnatic. Just
you got swap and relocate out. You got 2 saves for it.
Yeah.
So it's like
and
you don't need to show any respect to that Chronosphere.
And that's what I mean. They don't care about that offensive potential from DC just having these picks. So it feels like spending the first phase from that on DC is a bit worrisome.
Yeah, it feels for me as well though. DC with that puck pick. I mean, even if they can come out with the big plays on the puck, then you look at Fnatic's lineup, IO, Batride, and Venge, people on the back lines, they're going to be looking for saves and they're looking to help the teams. If they can catch them out in silences and shut them down out the back, work around the Bristleback, their draft so far from DC, it can work. If they can take around kind of the supports around the Bristle first.
It just feels like when the puck dishes his toolkit, and until very later on, they don't have much damage.
The damage certainly is the issue.
Yeah.
That's why it's going to be really interesting to see what Resolution picks up. And
Can always gyro, man.
it was one of his classics back in the CIS days.
I like Clinks for them with the Void. The Clinks is really good against IO. It's another invis hero is the main thing I don't love about it, because you got Bounty with Clinks, but it's good synergy with Void. It's great against IO.
Personally, I'd like to see Resolution Sven come out here. You know, something to help against the armor reduction. Something that works really nicely with the puck.
Terror Blade for DC if they want to run it for Resolution.
That's
true.
That is true. But they're thinking on your lines, gods. Yeah.
Nothing wrong with Terror Blade.
Yeah, TP is good here against the Bristle. There's a great combination with the Void Chronosphere in front of him.
Yeah.
I like the Ember that you mentioned for Fnatic. I think it's a decent solution versus the puck if you don't have a silence. The chains is incredibly good versus him. And as you mentioned, they don't have that much lockdown for him. But
Is Mushi really play Bristle? Or Bat?
So, can they switch?
I guess he'll play whatever he needs to if they feel like they want the Ember.
As long as it's not Meepo or Invoker.
couldn't they Terrorblade too?
Yes.
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
You've got that Bristle back to front line. You've got the armor reduction. It's going to work very nicely with the TB.
We talked about the lack of damage as well. TB feasts when there's a lack.
To me, the last year is more like it's even
TB
Mushi drafting, and he'll normally draft a hero like for himself in some ways.
Yeah.
Like it's not like it's kind of a selfish like mindset, but at the same time, it's like he knows like he's going to perform best on it.
Oh, Luna!
I assume that's Mushi's hero.
All right. Listen, we've got a draft on our hands here. Dude, something like the Sven would be great here, or the TB if they do want to fall back on that. Luna?
Yeah,
I mean, are you a fan of the Luna ban?
Yeah, I like Luna. I think she's underrated.
But, I mean, it's not the Luna SD combo that we've seen the teams
She pushes
have involved.
incredibly quick with overcharge as well. Like pushing Raxus if they were able to get to high ground.
It doesn't
It's
fit a lot of the not particularly good versus Chrono, not that great at killing egg.
The Chrono's
but
nice.
I think they're gonna have overwhelming damage.
You can go Dragonlance.
Yeah, you can go Dragonlance.
Man, Dragonlance has completely destroyed drums. No one ever buys drums.
Does anyone ever buy drums now?
I think the Strength are really hurt drums.
Oh, they
So
go
is
back.
Echo
They go
Saber,
back with the
right?
jug.
Yeah,
Okay.
So it feels like Echo Saber for the most part. Echo Saber and Dragonlance are going to be the 2 replacements to drums, depending on what your hero is, strength or agility.
Drums is only now for support heroes who get benefits from the intel as
I think
well, maybe.
Yeah.
And the move speed.
Unless you're doing the bots drums Batrider build.
I think a core Nature's Prophet.
Invokers get drums too.
Yeah, core Nature's Prophet. Like int cores are pretty much the only ones.
You can't benefit from the int as well. Like there's no point getting the item really.
So yeah, Resolution Jug to finish this one off. I guess that straight paper on paper has something to do with the Luna.
It's good against IO too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It's very resilient to the Eclipse, though, which is a good point. It's going to be a lot of moves.
And if you get in, there's going to be a point of the game where you're just at a higher peak than Luna's going to be able to
It's
reach.
really good versus the IO. I
Yeah.
think the carries of choice versus the IO if you don't want to die. It's like Juggernaut, Lifestealer, AM, Spectre sometimes, like the Magic Immune / Blink heroes.
Why didn't we do the transition in with all the pieces of the HUD?
Yeah, you tell them.
Yeah, you tell them. Production, step it up. Come on.
Oh, it's not a
Oh,
real
it's not a
thing.
real transition.
Oh,
Whoa.
damn it.
Can you keep yelling at them? Can you tell them to make a real transition then?
Oh, we just saw one, guys.
That's it?
That's it. Oh, there we go.
Nice.
Hey,
Doesn't even go full 360. It's like
And now
a
we
third of the way.
now we forgot the 5 on the HUD. Alright, we're getting flamey here. We're getting.
This happens every summer.
There we go. There's the 5.
Wow.
We'll have like a pre-talk before the thing starts. Like, okay, no making production look bad.
Can you
Here
put
we
a
are on day 1.
Can you put a 6.88 on the transition screen too?
Rob's had enough.
This is the casting version of punching Rob.
Oh, there we go. Anyway, so overall, Fnatic DC.
Dude, where are all the observer wards?
They're down. There we
Dude,
go.
normally
Just
there's
like
like 4 observer wards up like 1 minute into the game, or yeah, not even 1 minute, like 30 seconds into the game.
I guess Bounty's in no rush.
Bounty used 1 sentry
that. He's
somewhere.
chilling.
He can put him later. He's in this.
Only 2. That's unheard of.
Not
Oh,
pleased. Not pleased.
There we go. 6.88 Ben. In case you're wondering.
Is that on the screen?
Oh yeah, it was.
I can't. Oh, it was.
Oh, thank you.
It should be 6.88.
Yeah.
AAB, is it? Yeah. There we go. Beautiful.
Just in case you guys at home were unaware.
Thank you.
Just for the future, when
If you're
people are looking back
if
on
you're
these
watching this
historical
in
games.
2020.
Exactly.
Before we get into this, what do you guys think of Brewmaster? He's been constantly buffed over and over again. You think he's
The Fire Spirit's still awful, isn't it?
S4 will play him.
You're just
Maybe complex a little bit.
repeating what you read on Reddit.
I absolutely am. I don't even know why he's awful. Reddit just said it.
the Reddit 9K expert.
Fire Spirit.
That's where I get all my expert analysis from as well.
He's got some spell that's got awful range or something. And he has to stand next to
stacks of
people.
napalm right now.
Here we go. Hey. Misery, Ohio. Getting a bit of the one-on-one. I mean,
mental skirmish.
well, yeah, absolutely. What lanes that we've got going on? So Ohio up top is going to be joined for the time being by the Io. The mid lane matchup, Bat versus Puck. Down on the bottom, you've got the safe lane duo, the Luna, the Venge, dealing up against Moo's offlane Void. It's I mean, we're looking at this the same way in game 1. Obviously, game 1 we were feeling that DC had the more robust draft. This obviously didn't work out for them. This time around, Fnatic they've gone themselves in with a good old push. Ben, what do you think about the draft set?
Pretty even, I would say.
You wouldn't say anyone's got. No one was able to take anything away from the opponents that they were maybe clearly looking for.
Yeah. Maybe Faceless Void, I would say.
Yes, it's
Only
the-
one kind of in contention. But like DC have like a lot of weird synergy. Like Juggernaut doesn't go particularly well with the Void. It's okay.
I think my biggest weakness in draft wise is I just don't know what the bounty hunter is gonna get done in this early game.
Kill Wisp.
Kill the
Track
Io,
Wisp.
yeah. Just make DJ's life hell. I mean, I guess it's going to take a bit of time for
You
him to
gotta,
get that
you
off
gotta
the
run
ground.
through a bristleback to kill that witch.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Oh, well, they're running at the bristleback at the moment. And doing a good job of it as well, eh? Here we go. Did you forget about the Sunray, ladies and gentlemen? It's still here.
Yeah.
It's still here. But it's not quite good enough, those nerfs.
That was the old Sumner.
If that was the old Sunray, the whole team would be dead.
All 3 lanes.
They're doing a good job of punishing the Fnatic offlane before they get levels. Like level 1 Io Bristle, not scary. It's when they get level 2, level 3.
Yeah, then they've got killing potential. They can just dive the tower on.
And the problem is
Reza.
Io's full HP there. He can actually kill the Bristle when he's full HP. And without overcharge, you're not taking damage.
Yeah, Misery's like, oh, there you are, DJ. You want to be lower than full HP? I'm not going to hit you. I'm going to hit Ohio. And again,
I think
moving in.
they're doing the same thing as last game though, where they focus too much on their safe lane.
Oh, hello. Rezo going in. Ohio! It doesn't quite
DJ's
get
like,
it.
I'll walk into this spin just so I can heal my Bristle.
So close.
That was pretty sick.
And they could. Oh,
I think
resolution.
DJ actually saves him by walking into the blade.
Dude, why don't you go kill him? He's got 2 stats of Quiz Break. Give him the third. Oh, he's got 10 stick charges. He's got 10 stick charges, boys. Calm down. Paddle down. 10 stick charges. stick a pretty good item against.
Feels like Moo's gonna get a lot in this game too on the opposite side.
Moo's having a great time.
Yeah.
He really is. He's managed to get a little bit of CS. Top lane again, looking for a high. No, not gonna happen.
They're gonna run out of mana at some point. It feels this DC safe.
He's got mangoes to boot.
Yeah.
Resolution.
Just pull your team to the mangoes. I don't think a carry ever pulls their supported mango though. If you buy that mango as a carry,
It's not Dota
that's
2
for
anymore.
you.
I think you do if you have a Wisp on your team. That's better.
True.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Share a bit of
If
the
my support's like, give me that mango and get a kill, I'll be like, I'll think twice before I give that mango.
Mangolem.
I'll give you a mango, but you give me the kill.
Yeah. If I'm sure, yeah, exactly. If you're sure you'll get the last hit for the kill, but
Buy me a salve. Salve me.
Oh, here we go.
He's
He's not getting his kill, yeah. He's got still 17 one charges.
It's gonna take a
stocked up.
misstep from Wii for him to die for sure.
I would do with a Bristol at the back in the game. This is got to be the 5-man one strat, surely. It's a pretty good value item in a game like this.
oh yeah.
There you go, purple
Big
balls.
Hadouken onto Misery.
But Misery hasn't been able to move from the top lane. This is like similar
Yeah.
to Sox's last game on the Axe.
Yeah.
Like, you want to be farming as Axe, not really zoning out. In Misery, you want to be able to pressure the Bat Rider in mid, but he hasn't left.
Oh, Moo! He's just used the old jump. They could punish this heavily. 3-4-3 coming in. And I think this.
Got PMS?
Oh, he's not going for it.
He
too
got
tanky.
fogged by the...
He's got 3 points in the beam though.
He got fogged. And then he missed the beam. He's like, screw it.
Yeah,
He's a man up there.
Sounds like a Mushi move.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, as soon as one thing doesn't go right, not back to farming.
I see that creep.
Yeah.
I see that low creep.
Yeah.
I say Mushi move, that's like any carry player. It's like, let's get the creeps.
Dreamcall's gonna be up soon, but Misery's pretty underleveled. I don't know that.
It really feels like a repeat of the laning stage from game number 1 in
Yeah.
so many ways.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we'll give Mu this 1v2 lane where he's getting farm and XP, but you're keeping both DC supports busy. Your mid lane is going like even on CS, but it's going to be like that DJ. Well, this time it's 3-4-3 in the bench, kind of rotation that can mix things up. Because Bounty's just tied top. He hasn't moved.
I think unlike this game though, the Juggernaut can be sacked. Like Drow Ranger, you don't really want to sack. Juggernaut, I think, is like a much better hero to get sacked. And he can come back later.
And he's much more resilient to any rotations out of the lane phase.
They're back over this time. I mean, he's just picked up level 6. They're true with that creep, and they're ready to make it go. Sax is coming as well. 3-4-3. So Fnatic, they're going to look to try and do something in return, but Mid1 is getting some raid. He's not going to be able to get himself out. The snap back, bursting him down. DC with the first blood. Fnatic, even with the dual support reaction, unable to find any kills in return there. So nice play from DC, and yeah, immediate usage of that Dream Collars. They're ready to fight even before he had the 6 actually out. The Weeha, so good coordination.
Nice rotation as well from Sox's Phoenix, and once the Chronosphere is up, he can just do that again with his Sunray.
I think it was a little slow from DJ. DJ needs to be the hero there to save the Bat Rider, not the Vengeful Spirit, but I don't think they anticipated 3 heroes going over there. They don't have vision on the top side of the map anymore.
And it's going to be the point as well where they're going to be a bit more careful top. And Resolution has got that Omni. But I guess as long as the Bristol's got the eye behind him, well, moving on to Mushi. Yeah, he's a gonzo. DC picking themselves up another kill and punishing the Luna that have been left alone.
Ohio does have 34 CS on this Bristle pack though.
Yeah, this has been a great lane for
So
them.
they got 2 great kills, Luna and Bat. And like Bounty Hunter was kind of struggling a little bit in the early game. And now he can get level 6 at a pretty reasonable clip. That was nice.
And suddenly this bottom lane is not really a place Mushi can just come back to farm.
Yeah, one of the downsides of a Luna.
Yeah, 3-4-3 no.
Hey, here we go. No, we don't.
I mean, Luna kind of, I guess, feels the Drow role from last game where it's like you don't want to be playing catch up in your at least in your lane. As soon as you get pressured, the lane can fall apart very quickly.
I might say they can do something about Ohio. They do have. They've got an Omni Slash available, but Io is there, and that's going to be enough to hold them off. And meanwhile, bottom lane, they move in hard. Luna with the ultimate was able to get the kill onto me.
That's a important kill.
Yeah,
That's a hard kill to get. To get stunned in an Eclipse, that's
yeah. I
it's
guess
a little risky.
spamming out the Lucent beams and forcing him to time warp, catching him behind it with the magic.
Yeah. Earlier he was just forcing the time warp with Lucent Beam, but
I think they were setting up for a kill though with the Chronosphere.
They must have been. He must have used the.
Well, yeah, because Saxo popped down, and he's not hit level 6 yet.
well,
Sax.
they're setting up now with Saxo still hiding.
They know he's there.
Hiding, yeah.
3-4-3's looking for it. He knows that someone's getting the XP.
And they know Void is back in the lane, so I mean, 343 could get die to a Chrono here, but that's Avenged. It may not even be worth the Chrono.
He's going to save it. Maybe at least wait until Resolution. Sorry, Weehaw comes down as well. Is it? No. Okay, didn't grab the rune that you wanted.
Misery who's going to join up.
Yeah, we was just checking down by the bottom rune. I wondered if he'd follow through, but he didn't.
The Avenged kill is pretty unimportant. It's really, if you're bringing 3 heroes down here, you want that Luna.
Yeah, it's just the fact that you're forcing Luna to back out the lane, and Luna is going to start to spiral behind Resolution's farm. Even though Resolution's having a lot of pressure putting him on the top lane, he's still finding the CS. Obviously, the Bristle is as well at this point. You know, it is very much getting into the territory where the Bristle IO combination is going to be very scary for DC.
What's Ohio building into? I feel like Pipe over Vanguard might even.
I think he's going the mech build.
Okay.
He's going straight mech. Maybe possible Greaves, doesn't have to go Greaves.
Oh yeah, Greaves is good versus the
dilation. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, something else.
And the Winnie Rift as well.
That he could build for him. Well, Fnatic.
Dilation's a much bigger deal.
There we go. Can they get the close in onto the puck? It's going to be a relatively hard one. 343. He's got the stun, but it's a tricky one. And they just can't. Oh, they can! Okay!
Whoa.
They used the Lucent Beam there, and it kind of catches Weehaw off guard, so he wasn't able to jaunt to the last instance of the orb, and they catch him back.
Long enough.
Yeah, he was just outplayed there.
I didn't actually see what happened because I was watching his orb go, like, just waiting for the jaunt, and suddenly I'm like, wait, why is he not showing up? Why is he dead?
He didn't want to jaunt earlier because the flame break was coming out.
Yeah, so you had to hold on, but Mushi made sure that the timing was there.
Yeah, it was really nice.
Yeah.
Just again, we just see in tandem, the execution of Fnatic is always seemingly paramount to their opponents.
Still playing around with Resolution at this top lane, and towards the mid. Saxa, he's caught on enemy territory.
He's got to dive, I think.
He's needs to be. Yeah, he's got a dive available.
They got vision now, though.
Dive TP isn't going to work against
He's creating space, drops a ward. He's got his job done.
Space great.
He was going to look for the flame break under the...
Wait! Oh!
That was a game of chicken. It's like...
Misery saved me!
He waited till he had enough stacks and was low enough that he was going to die to the flame break regardless.
He was trying to wait for the dive because he didn't want to get it interrupted by flame break, and then he was waiting for the flame break on the dive. That was... But he waited too long. He got too many stacks.
It was a good attempt.
It was a good attempt.
It was a good attempt. Top lane, Ohio continues to
I don't like how he planted the ward while he was being chased.
That was
the easiest
actually really greedy.
Yeah.
That is not a position you should ever plant a ward in.
That was super greedy.
So Resolution's done really admirably. All things
how long until we got swap back on that? She's not got level 6 yet, has she? She's not quite got level 6. With a swap, this would have been a dead jug.
He can always get the Blade Fury off the TP. He could just Blade Fury.
Look at this move. He could land the biggest chronosphere of his life there. Oh, he gets two of them. That might just be good enough. TP's coming in. They're trying to take down the IO. They will. They'll get 3-4-3 as well. Ohio trying for the TP out, but the Shuriken from Misery's there. And DC find themselves a third. Great wraparound and just catching Fnatic off guard. They did not expect the full 5-mana DC to hit them in the face.
DC's been doing a really good job of trying to look for the wisp. Like every time they try and initiate on the Bristle, they look for the wisp in the back line, and that was the one time that they found him.
Yeah, and you're talking about kind of the weakness of the Luna in lane. Them being able to take that tier 1 tower facilitates the movement from Moo there. He's just been off the map.
Yeah.
You know, much like Gods was talking about DJ in game 1 for 3-4 minutes now, so it's easy to forget about that Chronosphere, and they're really able to punish with the first one in the game despite it being a little bit late.
I think they should give the tome to the Wisp. I saw Venge buy it. I don't know if she used it yet, but that would put him at level 6. Yeah, he did use the tome.
The 6 on the eye is going to be big.
I think he was already 6 before the tome.
He was, yeah, because he was already playing around on the top lane. I'm pretty sure he
gets 425, and he's at 450, so he didn't need it, but it's not that big a deal if they can get it. Just, I think this wave, if it's not split with Bristle.
I see, he's still away.
Do they not have ancient stacks on Fnatic? I don't think they've been stacking that much at all.
No, the IO's kind of just been staying in lane with the Bristle up top. Oh, that's a big pick. Jumps in onto Resolution. He was.
The missile.
Oh, wow. They've got to swap back, so looks like the control still should be enough. But in fact, the counter initiation, Wee jumps in. 4-man core, 4-man Raining Rift. I mean, it was a beautiful ult, but there was no follow-up. Yeah, suddenly Luna.
I love that tease. It's like Resolution's like, I just got saved, like, holy shit, I'm alive, and then it's like, oh, nope, there's a random Luna in the river.
Yeah, it was a pretty dream, but yeah, Fnatic this time on it. And this is what Mushi's obviously shown us in first game, that he's really good of just turning up when he needs to be there. And just cleaning up, finding that little kill, keeping himself ahead of the game. He's 3-1-0, top of the net worth, and he's making the Luna pick work very nicely at the moment, 12.5 minutes in. You know, you compare it to the Jug, he's a clear 1k ahead. If they're able to keep finding the towers, he's got that peak at the moment where he can turn up the fights. He obviously didn't even need to use the ultimate at that stage, nearly reaching onto level 11. And that's something that DC they've got to be scared of.
Not having the tower is a big deal there. Like Saxa had I believe he had the supernova ready. He does now, and if he dropped that on top of the coil, it would have been.
Dude, and if they can play around Wii, if they can force him to back up, because look on the back, with 3-4-3's there, he's ready to catch Wii, but in fact they'll be able to burst it before Mushi. Nice awareness, it just drops the ult there. Realizes that one Lucent Beam's not going to be enough. He needs that Lucent Beam from the ult. And
they were relocating, so they may have had him because of the relocate, but Mushi in his mind, he's thinking...
He wanted to do it in style. He wanted to show off that Golden Immortal. Understandable.
That was good heads-up play. And
now they have to worry about all these ultimates, though.
The Chrono, the Supernova, they're both up.
And Track's...
Oh, that sentry was up. 3-4-3, give that man a backband. Oh, okay, here we go. Chronosphere from Mu on to 2. It's the damage follow-up there. The Sunray's coming in, but it's not quite enough. 3-4-3 will get taken down. But Hayo, good luck trying to kill this man. He's just going to run straight back at you. Mu has to get himself down with the Time Walk. The Supernova coming out. Can Fnatic take it down? Coming through with the Omni Slash. They're fighting the stuff for the Supernova, but again, can they actually fight into this? They'll get the coil out. Fnatic, they're just keeping themselves alive with the self-sustain. It's too much. Resolution's got to get himself out of there. In fact, Mid One's bringing him in. There's no escape here for the Jug. Now he'll return to walking off, but the jump forward. Mid One, he's got no mercy. He's jumping, slowing down the boys on DC. They'll take down Resolution, looking for Mu as well. Time walks himself back up to the high ground, but they get that Jug kill. So again, as we're seeing there, it's at this point where DC, they're going full in on Fnatic, but they can't find the key kills.
They lost the bounty at the start to the Sentry. That kind of ruined the entire fight for DC, because the kills they get are track kills, and they just don't have that scouting vision from the bounty.
I'd like to point out, like, Fnatic's good positioning. They all huddle around each other. They all protect the Wisp. The Luna retreats to the left side with the rest of the team. Like, they don't get split apart in these fights, which is really important. And because they're all together, like, DC have to fight into the Firefly. They can't kill the Wisp. And I thought it was going to be a bad fight because of no Eclipse, but superior position.
I mean, that's the thing, yeah. Like you said, Ben, if you consider how that, the next fight, that happening with an Eclipse, you're wiping DC.
Yeah. The mech advantage really worked in their favor too.
It literally only just came out for the Bristleback as well, I think.
He's already picked up a cloak to a possible pipe. You get the mech and pipe against the Veil Puck. That's going to block a lot of the teamfight damage of DC.
Yeah, and every time this Chronosphere is down, it's just going to be an opportune window for Fnatic.
Potential lasso.
Yeah, he's got to be careful there, Mu. I mean, you got the tower, but they got his balls. Man,
he had a right idea though. He tried to hit the Bat Rider so he could time walk away, so he wouldn't just blink and lasso him. But he wasn't able to really get away with it.
No, he was not. Mid lane, DC trying to look for some more towers. Ohio cleaning up that little stack that they had going. Yeah. Keeping him up there at the top of the game, and as we can see on the net worth,
does
just
have the
3
cloak.
top.
I think Pipe is extremely good in this game.
Having that with the mech as well.
Yeah, just because they don't have much to supplement on the Puck's damage and the Phoenix's damage, they really need those inside the Chronosphere to kill off key targets. So we've seen a couple of Chronos where they've only been able to get Avenge or a Wisp now, and the Chronos have been great. It's just the contribution into them has been limited.
BOTs are forced.
Off the bat.
No drums.
BOTs?
BOTs?
You don't get drums. Second.
No, not second. Yeah, beautifully.
You get first.
You want the BOTs who will line up with the IO, I guess.
Yeah,
Jumping around the map looking for fights.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think without the IO, it's not as value, but you can just TP to a lane where Luna is alone, or if Luna gets getting Bat Rider TPs in, IO plus Bristle relocate, and suddenly you turn things around.
What's Luna got coming out of the car? Anything tasty?
Could be a set of
Yasha.
drums.
Oh, it's the Asher.
There's the Bracer as well. I just sold the Bracer.
Yeah, get that dollar.
Good job, Mushi. Carry those TP scrolls.
If it was
Small but underrated.
If it was Envy, would he have sold the TP and kept the Bracer? Is that what?
I think he would have had a Wraith instead of the Bracer. And kept the
Oh, look.
Oh, he had his blink
Here
cancel.
we go.
That's
Mu.
Pesky Roche.
Bottom lane in trouble. Get yourself back to home.
It's been too long. They should.
Yeah, I
they
don't know
should
if anyone
know that.
Oh, listen, DC, they want to try and fight this. They're coming in with the wraparound.
They have the Radiant Observer what's seeing this, so should not catch anyone. And they don't have Blink on Puck for the catch, so unless Fnatic get cocky, you don't really get caught here.
Yeah, Mushi's out. He's like, screw this. I'm done.
If anything, it's Jug who needs to be careful top,
Yeah,
because
they have eyes on
the
Resolution.
relocate coming in could catch him.
He's still not got that Battle Fury finished. What, 400 off?
It's a tough game to go Battle Fury in.
Yeah, you definitely.
I
feel like you want a fighting build here, but
Is this a game that DC can just try and stall that out, take it late?
Nope.
No.
Batrider is really good at stopping that kind of game.
Yeah.
The Batrider plus IO, like no one can really split push, even the Juggernaut. And I don't really think he's going to have enough damage to deal with the Bristle. Like, Bristle can just man up on the Juggernaut very soon.
Go, Saxa! He was looking for a bit of a sunray in the mid lane, but Fnatic, they'll immediately pounce on the big bird. And even looking for more as well. 3-4-3, can't quite close the gap. But Fnatic find a kill and look to find a tier 2 as well. And we are getting to the point where it's going to be interesting how well DC can hold the high ground. Yeah, here we have the Dream Call, but again, where's the follow-up? There it is, it's a 4-man chrono. They'll take 3-4-3 down. Where's the damage? They need it to come out. They're looking for a higher, but they just can't bring down this Bristle. Mushi pops on the ultimate. They turn back in. They'll burst down Weehaw. DC, they did find a second kill in return. They'll get a higher as well. So DC, 3 for 1.
2 track goals at least.
They'll take that, absolutely.
I think that was 3.
Or maybe all 3.
That was really nice.
Yeah, Fnatic just grouping up a little bit too much and allowing Mood to hit that massive Chronosphere. And at the start, it just didn't look like the damage was there, but coming in, and the fact that Resolution didn't even need to use the Omni Slash, they still got that available.
The Blade Fury did a lot of work.
That's a difficult call to make from Wii. Wii was like 1950 gold, so if he goes in there, he's probably gonna die. But he's set up for his his void there.
It was a big.
It's 4v5 into Pipe plus mech. They had Pipe for that fight and everything.
Oh wow.
They kind of waste the mech in some ways because they use it just to heal up Avenge, and that's Avenge who's not gonna be brought down. So. All right.
Saxa still on track to try and get that Midas done.
They're back.
They are. That was the exact fight and defense that DC needed for sure.
Yeah, they even withheld the Supernova there, so the team fight prowess is even the ceiling's a little bit higher than that for DC. I mean, I don't know if Fnatic will be giving them the same sort of positioning going forward. But...
and the big thing is for Fnatic, they don't get to use the swap or the relocate to pull someone out of a chrono because of the way they. We just jumped in knowing that he'd set up a good chrono, including the Venge.
Venge has to stay way further back.
Well, here we go.
They still have Coil, they still have Supernova. Omni Slash, as OD mentioned, was not used in the last fight. So.
Chrono's up again in 20 seconds for Moon. He's just picked up the Blink Dagger. So they could really try and play around the back line of Fnatic and find those catches that they need. In fact, Fnatic kind of split up at the moment. You've got the Bristle IO working their way back up towards the top, the rest of the 3 of them towards the mid. They've still got eyes on 3 for 3. They're trying to chase it down, and they're actually going to drop the Dream Call. Ping's coming out there saying, calm your tits, mate. Let's back out. And they won't actually go for that one. Goodbye.
Mid one.
There's a jug to the south. I don't think he'll...
Span a little early. Nah, he's good. No vision on the man. Mid one, trying to find him.
Yeah, it's nighttime.
Yeah. So they're good. Dream Call is down. They'll hang on for a bit. But, I mean, they've got everything else at the ready.
Both teams have really good roach potential, too. They have the Vlads on the Faceless Void and Healing Ward, and then Fnatic have the Bristle. So that's... The next team fight's gonna be pretty huge.
Lose road.
They could look at if they can catch Mu here, but I mean, as we've seen, Mu this series, he's been playing very sensibly. He's always aware when something's going on. Now, I don't want to cast his curse because he'll probably come out and farm the wave now. Mu.
Yeah.
No. Mu. He's always been very aware of the presence of the enemy. He's good, see. He's hanging back. He knows something's up. He's seen it, yeah. He knows that it's not just a higher.
He's just looking good under the tower.
And even if it was just a higher, what's he gonna do? Go and tickle his mustache? It's just not. There's no point going out in the lane.
Pull out his phone, catch some Pokemon, That's Moose been all into that.
I think Fnatic in general has been really good with being undeterred when they know they're ahead, but against a Chronosphere and a Puck and a Supernova,
he's right on the edge.
Maybe a bit stubborn, I feel.
I don't know if they have enough burst for him.
They have Mushi in their sights though. DC on the bottom lane. Mushi, where's your team? Oh, here it is. Mid one turns up with the box, takes down one, but that's Ultra Resolution. They catch the jug. They're going to get Wii as well by the looks of it. Orb's already used. Triple kill for Mushi. He gets by with a little help from his friends there on the bottom lane.
How was mid one there so fast?
Wow.
Don't know.
He was boxing in, I think, at the same time the cast was down, and DJ relocates him with a higher, and suddenly the whole party's there.
That Omni Slash goes off on Mushi. That's a completely
how was he? He was there within like 1 second of the fight. So he must have
communication shows too, because Mushi eclipses and turns,
and
then immediately
Saxa
turns it back around as if mid one told him he's coming.
Oh, here we go. DJ.
Yeah, that was some crazy good awareness by Fnatic.
Saxa, can he play his way out of this one? The balls are coming in.
Spirits,
Oh!
yeah, Spirits. Feels bad.
Yeah, that was a series of bad events for the side of DC, and oh yeah, Misery, he needs to be careful. They've got a sentry on him. Yeah, okay, moves back up there, so they're not going to try and make a jump on the bounty.
Fnatic saw what happened last time they fought without Eclipse, so they'll probably slow it down again. I say that.
I mean, I guess they're not looking to fight, but at the same time, they're not too scared if a fight does kick off.
Similarly,
because they've got a Hio at this point. That's very
yeah, Hio can be in the front line.
Pipe, Greaves, he's good. He's gold.
Yeah, similarly, I don't think we'll see DC fight without Chronosphere again, like they tried to attempt to bottom. But I mean, the kill definitely looked attainable, and just a really nice play from mid one, reaction from mid one.
Yeah, immediately TPing down. Oh, Courier, hello, what's it going on, what's it going on, what's it going on? Hey, that's some tasty stuff if we can get it. Oh, the Courier just got moved back towards him. Buy it! Goodbye, 2.6k.
Yeah, the ward gave vision there. If he doesn't have that ward, you might have been able to juke with the Courier.
Well, there you go. Slow down on what the...
I think that's Bristle's bit booster?
Yeah, Bristle's bit booster. Oh, we've got a lasso going on. Moo's been caught out. Misery's there as well, but not a lot that this man can do to save him. And in fact, Misery needs to be careful himself.
Way to curse him, Owen.
Well, Moo, yeah, there we go. That was it. Took a bit of a few minutes for the caster's curse to kick him.
Not too many other targets they could have gone on there for free like that. So good recognition from Fnatic. There's a lot of counter initiation otherwise.
This is like very similar to what happened last game though. It's like they had a really important fight where Moo couldn't get caught out.
Yeah.
He gets caught out.
Look how rich this man is. Mooshi.
He's always been the player to stockpile his gold like that.
Oh yeah, we had a running joke that he would wait until he had 5-digit gold before he fought.
Yeah,
5-digit gold.
Bushi in the 10k gold club, and he'd do it like even when he's not 6 slotted. He'd have like 3 or 4 big items and then save up 10k gold. He did it a few times on Nature's Prophet, where it's just like, I don't know what I want to buy.
Anti-mage.
Yeah, anti-mage. Just love saving money.
Maybe he's really bad at math and didn't keep track.
Oh,
I have 10k gold now.
Or the whole like unreliable, reliable gold thing. It's like, this stuff's a bit confusing, you know? I still don't even know what that stuff does.
Ask Blaze.
Oh, Void.
He's
He's dead.
Not a pretty sight.
It's a bad precedent because both teams are vying for the Roche pit right now. If Luna gets a Nags or gets a Aegis, or Bristle, because their DC is like really based around their team fight ultimate. So if they have the Aegis to tank it, it's...
What is Mushi building here? Is it just BKB?
I don't think
BKB's not going to save him, really, is it?
It's good if you want to kill the egg, but like he's more of the tank this.
I think either Butterfly or Scotty. Scotty's will go tanking up.
Yeah, I think
B-Fly's
better.
I like B-Fly more. I think B-Fly for the if you ever get an Aegis with B-Fly, like you take Rex
but
so easy.
Do you need B-Fly this early?
Yeah, it's
I mean, you have it for the
It's
illusions.
amazing damage.
Yeah.
with Manta, yeah, it's so nice.
And you have the Wisp, or you have the Wisp and the Banish to help.
Flutter is really good on Luna too.
What about the old E-Blade Aghanim's Eclipse? That's
Not against Jug though.
The
Or
dream.
Void,
That's
so.
true.
Or Pug.
That's the dream.
Yeah, three cores that all
this
have
combo's not going to
some
work on.
escape, but
Yeah.
I think the big downside of DC's like we've seen a few times is they just have no answer to the lasso. Like they have no save. If Void ever gets lassoed, the fight's just instantly lost right there.
I guess they just need the bounty to pick up a Lotus or something.
Oh, they need Void and
They
not
need
get caught.
positioning, yeah.
They need
Yeah,
anyone
just want
else to
movement.
get caught, and then
Yeah.
Moon
Bounty
goes.
needs to be scouting and finding the heroes before Void gets caught, but I mean, all it takes is... do Fnatic have a gem? I imagine they're picking one up
The
soon.
Bat's already got one,
It's just like...
That's where you see the disparity between 3-4-3 being able to scout and not only scout but drop a smoke screen, and Misery just being in the front lines. Yeah.
There we have it. So
need Lotus, I think, too.
done.
Lotus would help a lot versus the lasso. But
Yeah.
Lotus on bounty would be good. Here we go,
Smoke
DC,
out.
ready to kick off a play.
Smoking into that fresh butterfly.
And
I mean, it works out great. He doesn't have buyback, guys.
it's
That's
going to
the
be
bright
a hard
side, I
kill.
guess.
It's a Luna with, clear 4k more net worth than your own Juggernaut.
2000 HP plus 35% evasion.
That's a risky rush.
I mean, of course, if they do hit their ults, DC. I mean, Ohio, not
not
really
the
the one you want to
target,
be
yeah,
walking into
not
first. You
all
need
those
to
are
find these batlines. They're
Blink
fairly
right
grouped up here. If DC can find that opening. We coming across. They'll track up DJ. They've got to make the right call here. DC a little bit all over the place here, not really knowing who to jump on first. And in fact, it's Fnatic trying to jump in onto them. There comes the Chrono out, but it didn't catch off DJ. A relocate is available. Mushi's going to get the chance to get off the Eclipse from the sidelines. Moves burst it down. And now Fnatic moving in for more. Lasso onto Saxa to make sure the Supernova's not going to be there this fight. And another double kill for Mushi. Misery trying to get himself a bit of farm, but he knows that He himself is going to be another casualty here for the side of Digital Chaos as Fnatic move in, find the triple for Mushi. More money into the bank, and we're just seeing there how, you know, DC, they were trying to be patient. They were trying to look for that opening. Moo makes the call. He goes and gets two, but he doesn't get the key heroes. He doesn't get the IO. The backline supports that just keeping Fnatic alive, and they just lose the team fight after Mushi gets off a good full eclipse. And the amount of right-click damage, as you said, Ben, that we were going to expect to see coming out with the butterfly at this stage just rips through DC.
Yeah, they were looking to make the initiation themselves, and it was a bit indecisive, I felt, from them.
There was that like 1 second window where the IO with the Venge and the Bat were grouped as 3, but I think Void was not in range to blink Chrono, because that was, if they hit that Chrono on those 3 heroes, they can win the fight.
I actually think it's like Mushi's positioning has just been phenomenal these fights. He doesn't have any positioning items, but he was like right at the edge of Eclipse, or right at the edge of the Chrono, but as soon as the Chrono hit, he was able to walk in with Eclipse, and they had to back off the fight.
He
like,
almost, he almost has 5-2-2 move speed as he wants it with the Flutter, right? I mean, Luna has a high
It's close to it. Close to it.
Yeah, but you're dealing with like a Blink Void and a Blink Puck. Like these are, and a Bounty Hunter scouting you out. That was just a little bit unfortunate by DC too. They almost like dodged the bat. Bat like caught a glimpse of the bounty, and then they all turned around.
It's just vintage Fnatic, superior.
Mushi's played a 6 series. Like he's one of the players who sometimes gets some criticism, like because he used to be amazing and he's fallen off a bit from time to time. But like, there's nothing to fault with him. Like he's been the MVP, like by far for this series.
Yeah,
the whole team's played well, but he's really stood out.
To come from behind a clip or
Miseries.
Lucid Beam.
They have a gem,
Yeah, this is so okay actually, you know. Mid one, he's going to play the safer game. Realizes that, you know, DC, they're off the map. They could be coming in. They had this observer down, so probably caught some of them moving in. So yeah, just doesn't go for the greed play, and a good amount of self-control there shown by the bat.
How long until Eclipse is up? We might have like a tiny...
It's back up now. It's back up. Here we go.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Okay. And he's got another 4K gold.
It's like, Mushu, I thought you spent that gold. Oh wait, you did. And he just got another lump of it.
What do you get now?
Satanic or Scotty? Yeah, one of those two.
I mean, he is closing into kind of unkillable territory.
It's in the territory where it doesn't matter what you get. That could be literally anything, and you're happy.
And just the team composition that he's got around of it. You got an IO saving you, you got a Venge saving you, you got a Bristle shoving them away.
BKB.
Yeah.
And the catches like this, you know, they're caught out wing hard. There's no save unless he can play around it. He's gonna try and get himself out. But Mid1's hot on the case. Well, might just blink himself away. But Mid1, he keeps going in.
They tried to pull him to the Roche pit.
In.
343 is in the Roche pit, so they're trying to get him close enough for the stun from inside Roche, but couldn't quite do it. It's a cute little attempt.
Crimson now then on Bristle as well. So all the tools really here for Fnatic's team fight.
Yeah, neither of their 2 physical damage cores are doing enough to really penetrate that either right now. So.
How's the Jugs build looking post Battle Fury? What did he? So he's nearly got a diffusal on top of the Manta, but still, yeah, you got to ask yourself, is that really going to be enough at this stage against Fnatic?
It's same story as game 1. It's all on Moo to get that big ulti to defend high ground or win them a team fight.
They've been unable to use the Omni Slash to eliminate the Wisp. They've been unable to use any of their tools to eliminate the backlines.
He has Ghost, so they need the defusal, but he's always like 1 item behind. He needs MKB to deal with the Luna, maybe even BKB to deal with Bat.
So it's gonna be Satanic for Mushi.
Or casual Bad Mana Reaper.
Yeah, it's just BM Reaper.
That was the game 1 build. Yeah.
So it looks like Puck's working towards the Lincolns, deal with Lasso.
Yeah.
That's still a long ways off.
He's looked a little less comfortable on Puck than I usually am accustomed to seeing him in this game.
It's been a tough game in a lot of ways.
The death in mid was rough, the initiation in the last team fight in the jungle
and if
was
Mid1
rough.
catches this Lasso.
Does Batrider... Oh, he almost has BKB. Is it? Not yet.
What's Mushu coming out? Is that the completed helm done?
Full Satanic helm.
Oh, sorry, Satanic. Yeah,
Unless he's going for the heart. But
we still haven't really seen like
it's all done. All done.
Chrono Egg combo. Chrono Egg Coil.
I don't think we've seen we've seen 1 egg, I guess.
We even really like the Chrono Sunray we saw once in the early game at the top tier 1, but I mean DC haven't had a good well executed team fight since that tier 2 mid.
Yeah.
When we initiated.
It's just, I think the few times that we've seen DC attempt it, it's actually been Mid1 that's just had his eyes on the Phoenix. He just goes in lassos the Phoenix each time because, you know, if they do get that Chrono Supernova off, it can turn the fight. You can't underestimate that combo, even if you are a fair few tiers ahead.
I think it's a little too late though. I think there's
Yeah,
a bit too
just at
far
this
ahead.
point you're too far. But
Luna's too farmed. They can't stop her damage output.
yeah,
And every fight mid one's taking out a key hero. Bottom lane it was the Jug, the fight you mentioned where it's like
Fair
the
enough.
Phoenix, you take out the Supernova. Like you're kind of guaranteed, unless you can prevent like mid one from getting that catch, which to me you don't have a good way of doing. When he's got BKB, you have zero way of doing.
Yeah.
I think if you get 4 heroes in Chrono, like everyone aside from the bat, you can kill the Luna.
And Moo's been able to do that a couple of fights,
Yeah.
but
yeah.
I mean, like you said, Mushi's positioning's been so good that he's just warding them out of the Chrono by dumping so much damage into it. And one
Mid
hunting
one.
now. He's got a gem.
yeah, they know it's there, so they might just sack Misery for this one. And DC want to try and come in, but Mushi's already popped the Eclipse out. Omni Slash will come through. They've taken down the Batrider. Supernova as well. Can Mushi take it down? Yes, he can. The Chronos come out, but it doesn't matter because Mushi just sits there pummeling into DC. Triple kill.
That was
And-
another great positioning by
Yeah,
Mushi. He
it
like
was so
as soon as
calculated.
he saw, he ran to the north side. So
Yeah.
if they chrono him, they're going to have to solo chrono him.
It's
Preemptively eclipses too, knowing that they're coming in for the team fight.
He's really been playing well.
There's good communication too, because you see mid one hesitate for a second there, and it's like, listen, I'm gonna go in. This is not an ideal target, but position
Yeah.
yourself
Yeah,
well.
well, you pull in someone like the bounty there, and you're setting up the Void Chronosphere, because like
Right.
you're pulling him into your team, and you're grouped up around the Chronosphere, so it kind of sets up the Void to succeed. But Mushi kind of Mushi and mid one communicated really well there.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't at this point, you know, you're hammering into the base and
Yeah.
DC.
Just a formality, it feels. There's no Chrono here. I mean, they can take this. Well, I guess they have a tier.
high
tier
ground
2
push.
top. There's a tier 2.
Yeah.
Rezo.
Not going to swap in, and they can disengage here if they want and come back.
I mean, Mushi did.
Another
He can,
day.
he can just sit in the base and
Yeah, he can
blood
man
and
that,
click
flutter,
the fountains,
flutter.
but he doesn't care.
there's
Turns around,
Satanic.
Satanic.
How
off
many
you go.
defusal charges does it take to kill one Luna?
Not enough.
Ohio's
him.
time dilated.
They might get
He
higher.
has Greaves. He has Greaves.
No, okay, they
Defuse
won't
him
get
again.
higher. Okay, Stream call onto 3, but Fnatic, they
HP
don't
bars.
care. They
Everyone's
don't
still full
care.
HP. Like, okay.
They really don't care.
Apart from DJ, who's healing up. Everyone didn't even take a smidgen of damage, really.
TJ's not effective when he's full HP, so
Yeah,
things are okay.
that was the lane stage. He was like, let me take damage.
Oh, this is the classic point of the game as well, where you just look at things like the fact that the IO, he's pretty much got the same net worth as the Punk. That's not good.
I think one thing Fnatic's been doing really well this game too is showing a lot of restraint around the Roche, because if Luna gets caught in there with a Chrono on the low ground and then a Phoenix like on the high ground, they can like really lose the fight prior to this point.
Yeah, because also one of the things kind of like talked about where Roche could actually be important in this game. Both teams have good lineups to take Roche, but Fnatic has just said, nah, we're ahead, let's bother.
Oh, they're
Team
picking it
fight
out.
around Roche but not in Roche.
DC know it's going on, but no chance of getting there in time. And now with Aegis done, you know, BKB picked up.
That definitely shows confidence when you're not even giving the Aegis to Mushi's Luna, because he's just unkillable.
You really don't need to. This
Probably
stage.
wants that last item slot since he's got 6k.
Oh, what's he going to pick up? What's the finishing
Should have
blow?
been Aegis Rapier. That would have been the style. point.
Aegis Rapier would have been nice.
He does have enough money.
Yeah.
Scotty's definitely the safest choice.
Yeah.
BKB and
Nah, I think
He
so.
doesn't
you
need
have
it. He
Manta,
doesn't need it.
Manta for the Fire Spirits and
Oh, here we go. Let's see if they can do anything about this again. Dream Calls drop. They're trying to work their way onto DJ. He's going to be fine though because the backup's coming in from Fnatic. Moves out. They'll find the pickoff onto the puck. Moo comes in with the Chrono. There's your Supernova as well. It is going to be a successful Supernova by the looks of it. Fnatic can't take this down, so 3-4-3 is going to drop. DJ coming back in, ready to tether up Mushi, allowing him to move in, and now DC, they're forced to back up, forced to run. They may have found the Venge kill, but it's going to be Fnatic looking to find more in return. Misery to drop, the gems on the decks. And again, DC just can't find that trade that they're desperately looking for at this stage. No, that's it.
Everyone run away, Mushi's coming.
He has a 4-star.
Crank
Dilation.
space.
They
Oh.
saved his life, yeah.
He's good. Alright.
Hammer Dilation, good spell.
It's a rich void. Well, actually, no, it's not. But he's effectively with his current gold, he's got a fair bit of money to spend. But it might not be enough to rectify.
Yeah,
this
there's no.
Wait, what did Mushi buy?
he only spent a little bit of his dollar.
It's maybe
AC.
AC.
AC. Oh, Heart Trust.
I guess, sure, why not?
Nice.
I mean, it's like the same idea as Scotty, just a bit less damage.
Yeah, he's not dying.
He really liked Reavers. I like 3 Reavers.
I like the Scotty a little more, but it's again goes back to like, what does it really matter? Which
Why
one?
we go move with the Shadow Blade? They don't expect this.
He's already dishing so much.
They
though.
just
They do
everything
expect
for DJ. Let's get
Kill
this
the
over.
Ion!
Then we can GG
I
out.
can't kill the Ion! Oh, go on, Moo, you've got it! Punch him! No, okay, give up and turn around. Go back for the Ion, go on, Moo! Moo's trying for the Ion. I know he could do it. Yeah, he could do it. Go on, Moo! There he is, he's just there. Oh,
DJ's gonna Lotus and Ghost Scepter.
yeah, they can't kill the Ion. And Buyback's coming out. Mushi.
Mushi's just been sitting in the base by his lonesome the
Good
entire
game.
time.
Good game indeed.
So game one, I feel like the honor, the glory was pretty shared amongst Fnatic. This game, Mushi really well positioned. Mid one with the one huge lasso bottom lane was massive for them, but Fnatic just superior team fight.
I think Ohio played
What
pretty
did he
well
dot about?
I don't know what he dotted about. All I saw at the end was we killed Saxa. He denied him.
Oh, maybe that's why.
Maybe
Mushi
that's why
dot.
dotted, because we was just pummeling into the Phoenix and killing him. So.